14, 15. There's a party going on right now. Yep.
Taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That one goes for 30 yards.
Dragon 60.
Stroud out of the gun here. That is caught by Dell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. The throwing again is Stroud. Flush to his right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 3rd and goal. Stroud. He's got it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell laying himself out in the end zone. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Patrick going to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. He's got Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. In motion left goes Allen. Fourth down. Here's Stroud. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25.
Got him thinking nervous now. That boy nervous.
Yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Action, it's Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to lose yardage here. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. Down the right sideline.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They go play action. Now Mahomes able to shake him off. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stroud.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mahomes now on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the
and that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Now Stroud.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Texans.
Take Dell.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And now here is another interception.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception.
Oh, my God.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
He finds his target, Allen. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Tank Dell.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on ESPN. Start quarter number 4. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen lineman on the other side has got it.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Under pressure, they got him again.
George Karlaftis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
Down the left sideline. How about this? And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They'll go play action here with Stroud.
They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Darrell Taylor
able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because, and my goodness, another interception.
It's Deontay.
This time, we'll go out to the 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Again, it's Williams. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Stroud to throw it.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Stroud.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off. Season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, they remain in the hunt for a first.